And hello everyone. First, I'm going to start by saying what I intend to say to Isaac. Yes, my name is Simon. You got that one correct. I don't have editing software either, so not really much of a reason to worry about that. Jeremy is the only one of us who can actually edit stuff. You mentioned that you wanted to grow a ponytail? Well, I already have one. You may or may not have known that, but just felt like pointing it out. Your favorite game is Russian roulette? Could you explain that a bit further? Because normally, Russian roulette is a pretty damn dangerous game. I saw your 5 facts video, so I knew about your heroes thing already, but I'm gonna have to make the confession that I have never seen an episode of it, and I don't really know what it's about. So, you'll probably feel the need to explain that. About the beard, thank you. It's another one of the compliments I got about it. I'm gonna shave either sometime later today or later this weekend, and then just gonna let it grow back from there. And I have 3 specific questions for you. One is, are you really 20? Because it said on your profile that you were 20, but no offense, you don't really look 20, so I just want confirmation about that. What part of the UK are you from? Just curious. And why did you want to be one of the Friendly Strangers? Now, my big question for Jeremy, why didn't you have a video earlier this week? I'm sure you have a perfectly good reason, I'm just curious as to what it is. Now I have a question for both of you. What are your religious beliefs? Or spiritual beliefs, if you wish to term them that way. What do you believe about God or the afterlife, the soul, etc.? I will explain my beliefs next week, but if you feel uncomfortable about talking about your beliefs, you don't have to. It's just, I'm curious, and this channel is about getting to know each other, right? So, yeah. Now for recent events, you could say, my update. I find it rather funny that both of you and the Friendly Strangers channel all have more subscribers than I do. I find that amusing. And about what's happened recently is that last weekend I wasn't able to make a video because I went off to Regina, that's the capital of the neighboring province, for a scouting event called Klondike Hike, which I've been going to since I was about 11 years old, and I enjoyed it a great deal, and it was very fun. And I was expecting, like this week, it was supposed to be that we got Thursday and Friday off, and we got the next Monday off. But because of a series of freezing rain days and snow days, I actually have not had any schooling all week, which means that I have had from last Friday evening to the morning of next Tuesday off. That's like 10 days. It's pretty crazy. It's like having an extra holiday. And I was kind of inspired by Isaac doing his 50 things to finish mine and actually do the last 25 things. So I've got that here. My remaining 25 things as of now. I am a big fan of ABBA. I have visited England, France, Italy, Greece, and Turkey. I can speak French. I have only attended one hockey game that I can remember. I am frequently addressed by name by strangers. I collect umbrellas. I am a dedicated barefooter, as you can see. I take my beliefs seriously. I have attended 3 schools. I was genuinely enraged when I was too young by a few months to vote in the last federal election. I am the first of my siblings to have had surgery. I have been a member of Scouts Canada for 10 years. I have seen at least 8 live Shakespeare performances. I have two Aboriginal ancestors, one Cree, the other Shoshone. I was born on January 24th. I used to keep a dream journal. I am a big fan of Doctor Who. I am a Trekkie. The last couple times I have eaten fast food other than Subway, I threw up. I passed my practical driving test on the 3rd try. I love fire. I used to own a pet turtle until he died. I hate mushrooms. I keep a pencil on me at all times. I consider myself to be quite boring. And that's all for that. Now, for the last part of this, which is my down date. After my grandma's funeral and I came back, I tried recording videos for The Friendly Strangers many times. One particularly for July 1st, which is our equivalent of your Independence Day. It's Canada Day. And I tried on other occasions, but first, the editing software that we had refused to, after I had put all the clips of video together, it refused to augment them into one videos that I could then post. Then it started to refuse to take clips off of the video camera and put them onto the computer. So basically the video camera is absolutely useless to me now, which is why I'm using the old digital camera setup. And then I started going to school. And the last semester of school was really, really intense. It's hard to explain. I had most of the classes that I had were giving very large quantities of homework and classwork every day. So I really, really couldn't get it done. Well, I could get it done, but I couldn't get it done and think about doing videos on Fridays. I'm sure that you had a similar sort of experience, Jeremy, but that was the reason why I really just stopped for that enormous length of time. I occasionally thought about putting up a new video, but just there was just so much to do that I just couldn't get around to it. It was like a luxury that I couldn't afford myself. And one last thing that I'd like to mention. You may have noticed that I talked about surgery and my 25 things. Well, one thing that happened during the hiatus was during 1 month I started feeling pains right about here in the front of my body, very intense clenched pains, and these came at least 3 times during the course of a month. And I was diagnosed with gallstones and was set to have surgery. And I did. And I no longer have a gallbladder. Instead, I have 4 scars to remember it by. One there, 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 and there. And like I said, I am the first of my siblings to have had surgery. And I think that's all for this video. I've taken up about 8 minutes of your time already, so goodbye. Look forward to seeing you next week.